Hello, crafters, and welcome to this week's From Picture to Page Beyond Papercraft Show update. Now, I'm Michelle Brown, Creative Director at From Picture to Page, and we're nurturing your creativity with in person and online events. And I'm so excited that you could join me here today. So, whether you're watching us live or a replay, pop in the comments, say hello, just like Denise and Carol have, and of course, ask any questions, answer any questions, and totally feel part of our crafting community. Now, in today's update, we've got our dash of inspiration and then we've got all the news of what's coming up over the next few months. So, firstly, for our dash of inspiration, and I would like to encourage you to support those that inspire you. Now, we know that there's Black Friday sales coming up, and even us in here in Australia have somehow been impacted by Thanksgiving and the US Black Friday sales. So, there's all sorts of things happening in Australia, but you've got to remember those small retailers. A lot of us would just stand by in despair, knowing that we just can't have those sorts of discounts that you're seeing by the larger retailers. So, I really would like to encourage you to have that in the back of your mind as you're going through these Black Friday sales. Think about the ways that you can support our small local independent retailers. And it may not be buying something from them, but it might be following their Facebook page or leaving a comment on one of their posts, sharing it with your crafty friends, and of course, asking questions and reaching out and doing your very best to support those retailers, because we're going to miss a few over the next 12 months or so, and we all do really need your support. So as you go and spend that money on those Black Friday specials, also give a thought to the smaller retailers and help us out. Like I said, it doesn't have to be by spending money with us, but it could also be by asking questions, sharing on social media, reading an email. All of those things do really help us. Now, we are jumping into our events for 2024. We are kicking off with the Makers Arts and Crafts at the Train and Hobby Show. Now, we're heading down to Sandown in the southeast of Melbourne, Victoria, Australia on the 16th and 17th of March. And I've got to tell you, we've got so many hobbies covered. If you think there's not something for you, well, think again. Not only do we have the trains for the Train and Hobby Show with all sorts of gauges and models and big ones that you can ride on, and all about information about big ones and small ones and all sorts of difference. There'll be Lego ones, there'll be Meccano ones. We've also got a whole heap of remote control things, so from big-ish cars right down to smallish cars up to 1/5 scale that you'll be able to have a look at. We're going to have drone flying demonstrations. We're going to have a flying show with model aircraft as well, plus home automation. Trading cards, not just sports trading cards, but also your Yu-Gi-Oh, your Pokemon, your Magic the Gathering, as well as some tournaments. There are so many hobbies going to be covered, as well as Makers Arts and Crafts. And at the moment, we've definitely got paper crafts, a little bit of patchwork, some general crafts, and of course, our favourite scissors guy and our favourite lollies and sweets people will be there as well. But I would love to hear from you. If you think we've got a hobby that we haven't covered yet, pop it in the comments and let us know. I've been hearing about gem collecting and polishing. So is that something we should reach out to the associations and see if they want to come along? Of course, we'd love to have more jewelry makers and more laser cutters and 3D printers and all the things we want to cover, all the things that fall into hobbies, so that there's something there for everyone. The other thing to remember at the moment is there are discount tickets, a limited number available between now and the end of the year. So head over to that website, trainandhobbyshow.com.au. I'll make sure the link is somewhere near this video. We can go and see who's coming along, buy your tickets, and get lined up for a fantastic weekend next March. Now, the other thing we're doing next March is coming back to our D-Stash market. We've held them for the very first time this year. And our D-Stash markets are the chances for you, our friends and crafters, is to come along and help rehome those unwanted craft supplies. We had some ex-retailers there with some amazing amount of stock, and people, some of us who even before we become retailers probably had enough stuff to start our own shops anyway. So lots of people giving away really good quality stamps and other products, some handmade products as well, things that people made, and different ex-demonstrators as well. So a really good chance to, like I said, rehome all those craft supplies and pick up a bargain. So our next one will be on Saturday, the 2nd of March at the Notting Hill Hall, which is sort of corner of Ferntree Gully Road and Blackburn Road in Notting Hill, which is sort of between Clayton and Mount Waverley. And we'll be holding another one on Saturday, the 1st of June. Then, of course, in May, we'll be heading back to the Cardinia Cultural Centre at Pakenham for Saturday the 18th and Sunday the 19th of May. And then planning well ahead is for our big end-of-year show at Sandown on Friday the 11th and Saturday the 12th of October. So there is lots of crafty coming crafting coming up, and there will be an online show in there as well some stage. We've just got to finish planning exactly what is going on there. Hi Florina, so glad you could join us. Now our Papercraft Posse is the place to catch up between shows. It's our little crafting community in Facebook where we can share what we're working on. We can ask questions. There's a heap of retailers there and over 1,000 crafters who have lots more knowledge about what's going on in crafting than I do. So I would love for you to pop over there and join us in the Papercraft Posse. Then firstly, welcome to all of our new members. It's been lovely to having you popping along, continuing to share your work and asking those questions. So highlight of this week's shares, we had Heidi sharing a Christmas card that she had found inspiration on Pinterest. Denise is continuing to share her gorgeous Aussie Christmas card stickers and her card kits as well. And I shared a very cute little Christmas tree drawing tutorial, who may be something that will inspire the drawers in your life. So if you do have any other sort of papercraft questions about what glue do I need to use, who might stock this, how do I do that, the Papercraft Posse is the place to be. Well, that is it for this week's update. Dash of inspiration. See if you can support those that inspire you. Think about all the small retailers, what you can do to support us by following us on social media, reading our emails, subscribing to our list, and doing our very best to support all of them so they can continue to inspire you over the next 12 months. Our Makers Arts and Crafts are heading to the Train and Hobby Show at Sandown in March 2024. Like I said, I would love to hear what other hobbies you think we might need to cover, and we can certainly look into that. Our D-Stashes on Saturday the 2nd of March and Saturday the 1st of June, and then we'll be heading back to Pakenham and then back to Sandown. So it's been so wonderful for you to join us today. Like I said, pop in the comments, say hello, let us know if you've got any other questions, and of course, check out our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au. There you can see all the details of all the events that I mentioned, the Train and Hobby Show, the D-Stash, the Pakenham and the Sandown shows, and sign up to our newsletter because then you'll be the very first to get all the information into your inbox. And this is Michelle signing off. I hope you have a crafty day.